So I want every member of the Congress and the Senate and the executive office of the President of the United States to listen up real close. There's this whole series of records and files and allegations and witness testimony that there were a lot of complaints made about the Epstein gang and all their sexual abuse and financial abuse, and I guess they were grooming, and they may have even been eating children. I'll wait and preserve judgment on that one. But yeah, they were all being ignored by the FBI and secret files, and they're not producing these records and refusing to produce the other files, and it all is a great big huge whitewash and cover up. What you call obstruction of justice and misprision of felony. Now, there's this guy, Chris Schwecker. He was the head of the criminal division of the FBI for, I don't know, about 8 years or so, maybe a little longer. He'd been with the FBI quite a long time. And his story is that the FBI and the Justice Department were ignoring and covering up and secreting files and yada, 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 yada on the massive financial scandals that have been involved in looting the country for decades. That's what Schwecker says. Basically the exact same crap they were doing with the Epstein bullshit. They were covering it all up. They were ignoring the rooftop whistleblowers. And there's a group of lawyers, they're called the Government Accountability Project. They're associated with Bill Black, and gives the name Dan Law, June Carboni, and there's a few other attorneys in there. And they all claim that Schwecker, hell, they broadcast Schwecker and talking about how the FBI ignoring the rooftop whistleblowers. They had plenty of whistleblowers, but the FBI wasn't doing anything about anything. And apparently they were covering all the records and files up and secreting and, locking away the suspicious activity reports and everything else. The exact same modus operandi as the Epstein debacle, the Epstein fiasco. Isn't this interesting? President Donald Trump and Vice President J.D. Vance and Elon Musk and I forget this other guy. I think his name's Kevin McDonald or something. They've been appointed to this new anti-fraud task force of Donald Trump's. Isn't it fascinating how the former director of the criminal division of the FBI says that Justice Department and FBI were covering up a lot of stuff and ignoring all the whistleblowers, just like in the Epstein bullshit. Now, you can't make this stuff up, folks. You can't make it up, and I've been screaming bloody murder about it for 40 years. I have been screaming bloody murder about it for 40 years. Mainstream news media is worthless. They're like tits on a boar hog. I don't know what to tell you, but I think there needs to be a thorough examination of Christopher Schwecker and to develop this story a whole lot more. I've been trying to get him to talk to me, but he keeps telling me to look at his congressional testimony, which he doesn't go into Deutsche Bank and HSBC and JP Morgan Chase and, all the other great big huge Credit Suisse and, I don't know, MERS and Taylor Beena Whitaker and on 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 and on. The biggest damn banks in the world. Citibank, Zions Bank, Western Bank, Houston. Boy, that's right down there in old Chris Schwecker's neighborhood, old Houston, Texas. And here just recently they covered up and whitewashed the Colony Ridges mess. Yeah, they sure did. They didn't want to dig into the financial background, all the banks involved. They didn't want to dig into all the banks involved and all the postal fraud. That's all the hell there is to it. They covered it all up. I guess that's what the FBI is good at. And the Justice Department, too. And, well, word has it on the street that Trump even put the Consumer Finance Protection Bureau out of business. So, I don't know, folks. My writings, videos are all over the internet. There's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them. In fact, about 1,600 of my videos got erased by YouTube. U-censor, Google, Alphabet, BlackRock. Yeah, they wiped out my first 1,500 or 1,600 videos. Wasn't that nice of them to silence the whistleblower? Isn't that fascinating? And, yeah. Ignore the whistleblowers and cover up the crime scene. Apparently that's what the FBI is proficient at.